Greetings, football fanatics. Welcome to World of Sports, where legends are forged and myths dissected. Today, we delve into the mind of a man who transcended the beautiful game. A tactical titan, a motivator extraordinaire. A man whose roar could melt glaciers and turn raw talent into treble-winning heroes. We're talking, of course, about the one and only, Sir Alex Ferguson. For 27 years, Ferguson wasn't just the manager of Manchester United. He was the club's heartbeat. He built, he blooded, he bellowed, and he bled red all the way. His reign reshaped English football, turning a struggling giant into a dynasty that devoured trophies like a starving dragon at a banquet. But what was it about this Glaswegian bulldog that unleashed such untamed success? Was it his tactical nous, his unyielding discipline? Or his uncanny ability to spot greatness where others saw scrawny teenagers? Buckle up, folks, because we're about to take a deep dive into the Ferguson mystique. Before the trophies and tantrums, young Alex was kicking a leather ball around the unforgiving streets of Govan, Glasgow. A talented striker, he carved his name in Scotland's lower leagues. But destiny had bigger plans. A knee injury forced a premature retirement, and Ferguson, never one to surrender, found his calling in the dugout. His early managerial stints were a masterclass in grit and improvisation. He transformed St Mirren from relegation fodder to cup contenders. Then conquered Scotland with Aberdeen, guiding them to the European Cup Winners' Cup in 1983. It was a baptism by fire, a proving ground that forged the steel we'd later see at Old Trafford. In 1986, Manchester United was a sleeping giant. Its glory days shrouded in the tragic shadow of Munich. Ferguson, with his steely gaze and unwavering belief, was tasked with awakening the beast. The early years were brutal. The fans, restless and unforgiving, dubbed him the Dour One. A moniker that stung but never deterred. His relentless pursuit of discipline and tactical innovation clashed with the club's established guard. Legends like Brian Robson and Paul McGrath found themselves benched. Their egos bruised but their loyalty tested. But Ferguson, true to form, held firm. He knew he was building a dynasty, not a popularity contest. Then came the class of '92. A generation of scrawny teenagers, Beckham, Scholes, Giggs, Butt. Plucked from youth academies and molded into champions. Ferguson saw the fire in their eyes, the hunger that mirrored his own. He nurtured them, challenged them, and unleashed them on the world. Their youthful exuberance, coupled with Ferguson's tactical nous, proved an intoxicating cocktail. The FA Cup win in 1992 was the first sip, a promise of the feast to come. The Premier League titles, the Champions Leagues, the comebacks that defied logic. It was all orchestrated by the unyielding maestro in the dugout. But football wasn't just about tactics for Ferguson. It was a theater of passion, a battleground where minds and hearts collided. And Ferguson was the puppeteer, pulling the strings of his players' emotions with the precision of a seasoned hypnotist. His infamous hairdryer treatment became legend, a verbal inferno that could melt complacency and ignite a warrior spirit. One minute he'd be a cuddly teddy bear, offering words of encouragement, the next, a raging bull. His tongue a lash that stung but spurred his players to greater heights. It was a masterclass in man management, a testament to his belief that the human spirit is the most potent weapon on the pitch. Success breeds complacency, but Ferguson was allergic to stagnation. He knew the game was a living beast, forever evolving. And he refused to be left behind. He reinvented United, year after year, adding new weapons to his arsenal while never losing sight of his core principles. Cantona's swagger, York's power, Keane's bite, Ronaldo's magic. Each piece carefully chosen, meticulously slotted into the Ferguson masterpiece. He adapted to changing formations, embraced new technologies, and kept his finger on the pulse of the changing game. He wasn't a rigid traditionalist, clinging to outdated tactics like a life raft in a storm. No, Ferguson was a surfer, riding the waves of innovation, always seeking the next crest, the next thrill. Remember that Champions League final in 1999? 2 goals down in stoppage time, Bayern Munich seemingly invincible, and what does Ferguson do? He throws on Teddy Sheringham and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, 2 unlikely heroes. And unleashes a tactical masterstroke that still sends shivers down spines. That, my friends, was adaptation at its finest. A testament to a mind that refused to be boxed in.